Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody. First, I want to thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for your leadership. It is such a pleasure to work with you, to see you as a leader in this important fight. It is such an honor to be here with you today. And today, I want to talk about something that we all feel deep in our bones, which is the need to be safe. The need to dance at a concert, get our groceries, pray in your house of worship, and even be in your own home without the fear of being shot and killed. It seems like it shouldn't be that difficult. It's a basic right. But we don't have that kind of freedom here in America. Gun violence, in all of its many ugly forms, touches every single corner of this country every single day. And it leaves entire communities left to grapple with that trauma. It's hard, y'all, to keep up with these headlines about gun violence and about all of the things happening in our world right now. Let's be honest, these are pretty tough times. People are feeling like they can't rely on the federal government to keep them safe. And it's easy to see what's happening in Washington and feel completely powerless. But the truth, which is sometimes difficult to believe, is that we are never powerless. While Congress and the White House attack our public safety, it is our communities that are stepping up. So what does that actually look like? I get this question all the time, and they say something like, Angela, I want to do something about this crisis, but I don't know how. I'm overwhelmed. Where do I start? Listen, I get it. I've organized my entire life, and it's hard to know where to begin. So here are some truths that I've picked up along the way. The first is that building power starts where you are. There's no magic trick, right where you are. Local action has never mattered more than it does right now. Y'all know that right here in Baltimore, we are seeing historic reductions in violent crime thanks to Mayor Scott's leadership. That's right. And it doesn't stop there. We're seeing real progress happening in state houses and city councils and school boards across this country. This legislative session alone, Rhode Island passed a historic assault weapons ban, y'all. Historic. They were working on that for over a decade. And Texas passed $2 million in its budget for funding community violence intervention programs. So important. Colorado tightened access to the weapons of war used in our country's deadliest mass shootings. Our movement is demanding stronger laws like assault weapons bans, like secure storage requirements, and protections for survivors of domestic violence. And when the gun lobby tries to pass bills that would make this crisis even deadlier, communities can rise up and defend that progress. Every single phone call, every letter, every testimony matters because it tells lawmakers that we're paying attention and we won't back down. Are y'all gonna back down? I know that's right. Every phone call, like I said, every letter, every testimony. The second, right now, we're embracing holistic solutions, every second. I know how discouraging that it can be when your politicians don't have much political will to make change. Your work still matters because showing up for safety of your loved ones will always matter. Even when your legislators won't listen, your community is listening, and you're planting the seeds of change. And there's so much work to be done beyond just passing laws. Handing out gun locks and secure storage literature can stop unintentional shootings. Partnering with local organizations that connect people to housing, to food, to healthcare, that's violence prevention too. And normalizing conversations in your community about what safety really means, that's how culture shifts. These solutions might not make the headlines, but they make a difference, and that's what's important. Third is we want to invest in your relationships. So much of safety is about connection. Talking about gun safety, talking about mental health, talking about domestic violence, all of that can be life-saving. And it allows communities to build partnerships between local leaders, survivors, public health experts, faith leaders, law enforcement, veterans, doctors, students, and the list goes on. This ecosystem is the key to our success. And it's how Baltimore has become the safest it's been in 50 years, y'all. The safest it's been in 50 years. And it's how we all can find common ground in our movement. Because like I said, we all share this need to be safe. None of us want our loved ones to be shot and killed. So let's start there. That's where our movement grows. More than that, investing in our relationships is what keeps us sustainable. This is a marathon. We must sustain. So we all have a role to play. But no one has to do everything. And I had to learn that the hard way. No one has to do everything. We have to be able to lean on each other. And that's how we create something big, something strong enough to take on the gun lobby and protect that beautiful baby. Something strong enough to take on that gun lobby and a gun industry that profits off of our tragedies. But I can say this every chance I get. Gun violence, it's not inevitable. It is preventable, and our power to prevent it lies right here in this room, in our communities. And that's why you should never underestimate the ripple effect of just showing up. When you volunteer, when you speak out, when you support a neighbor through grief, or you stand beside a student at a march, you're sending a signal that this fight is not someone else's responsibility. It belongs to each and every one of us. No single action will solve this crisis, but taken together, these actions build a movement, and that movement is how we win. Every day, I think about people I've met who have lost their children, their partner, their best friend. I think about the students, including my own girls, who practice active shooter drills when they should be practicing for spelling tests. I think about the survivors who never give up, and they get up every single morning, and they choose to turn their pain into power. But then I think about rooms that I've been in, like this one, full of people who refuse to accept that this is just the way it is. That's what gives me hope. That's exactly what gives me hope. And so whatever drives you to fight for safety, keep that close and keep going. That's how the magic happens, y'all. We need you more than ever right now. So thank you so much for showing up today. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate you. Thank you.